Okay, we have to find the crypt, but isn't the crypt like below surface level? Like, wouldn't it be like the basement?
A round stone slab with some kind of occult symbol. This slab separate from the rest of the floor. I can see the seam running along the edges. That
Okay.
said, I can't lift it with my bare hands.
Probably not with the gloves either. With the drill?
Let's attack this thing.
Oh. 35 minutes. Took a
There.
while.
I've drilled a small hole.
And you don't even know if it's worthwhile. Put in our lovely hook.
I've screwed the hook into the drill hole. It's lodged pretty tight.
Good thing that it fits.
The hook seemed pretty tight, but it's still too heavy to lift off the floor on my own.
Okay, it's still too heavy. So maybe... Oh, there's a chandelier and a chain. Can I let it come
Let's see
down?
if the crank handle still works.
And then I'll attach my steel cable. Or, oh, the whole chandelier. Okay. You can do that as well, of course. Ground.
The North Tower Crypt. This is where all the Tula Society's research objects are
Yes.
supposed to be held. I've got to get down there. The chandelier is now lying in the center of the symbol on the floor.
Is it attached?
It's damn heavy. I ought to use the crank if I want to get it back up.
Is it attached to the stone slab? Because I can't really tell if you've attached it or
chandelier's-
not.
The
Well,
chandelier.
I hope it's getting hooked on the hook.
Fenton, you old dog,
Ah.
you've done it again. The chandelier is attached to the hook, which is screwed into the slab in the floor. When I turn the crank, the whole thing comes away. Shame there's nobody here to congratulate me.
Well, you are congratulating yourself. Okay, probably can't get through the door.
It's locked.
Yes, of course. Then let's just go down.
Ah, there's a cable here. Maybe I can climb down on it. Hopefully it'll take my weight. Looks like I'm in the right place, finally. Not that I'm complaining.
Of course not.
It could take days to search all these boxes for the Piri Reis map.
Okay, I'm sure we'll find a better way. Lectern.
The documents are under lock and key behind a thick sheet of glass. There's a sort of dossier on this podium. I'll just skim it quickly. It outlines the Tula Society's central objectives. According to this, the Society was founded in the early 1920s with the aim of restoring the knowledge of lost civilizations for its own use. The Tula Society's influence extends into the highest echelons of the German Reich. This gives them complete carte blanche on their activities. They can do whatever the hell they like. Seems they launched a project codenamed Vril under the direction of our old friend, Countess von Hagenhild. The focus of this project is the search for Shambhala. The Tula Society believes that a vast store of ancient knowledge is being hoarded there. The source of morphogenetic fields. Morphogenetic fields? Never heard of them. But then it does ring true with what Professor Hayes was talking about, a store of ancient knowledge. If I remember the professor's description correctly, the hunters and herders of Shambhala suddenly developed into a flourishing and highly advanced society. Hayes reckons some sort of mysterious energy was responsible for the tribe's development. Is that what they mean by morphogenetic fields?
No idea.
These documents contain the research results of a scientist by the name of Aldrich von Hagenhild. Must be some relative of the Countess. Von Hagenhild spent his time searching for the world soul. Christ, can't these people just use sensible names? The basis for von Hagenhild's research was the concept that for an organism to develop as it should, there must be some immaterial power steering it in the right direction. Basically, an invisible blueprint determining form and growth. So, why does a rabbit develop the way it does? And why does a pine tree become a pine tree? Who's the architect? What tells them to grow bark? Or fancy lady rabbits? Looks like these questions led von Hagenhild to believe there was some invisible, imperceptible field that controls the development of an organism. He called it morphogenetics. Von Hagenhild explains the holistic aspect of self-organizing systems with his theory of morphogenetic fields. Basically, the field stores forms or behavioral patterns that every member of a species draws from and adds to. This was his Western take on something the East had known for some time. In Far Eastern philosophy, people refer to his morphogenetic fields as the divine essence of nature, or as the soul. He thought he'd identified the soul. He didn't think the soul was a spiritual thing. He thought it was a fundamental principle of nature that had been warped and confused by religions the world over. He even thought he had proof. He refers to certain experiments he carried out. Ugh, this is a lot of information to take in. Von Hagenhild really believed that in these morphogenetic fields, he'd identified the soul, the central power behind all living things. These documents refer to several experiments which are supposed to prove the existence of morphogenetic fields. Von Hagenhild wanted to prove that every species obtains its entire being, its form, its instincts, from these fields, like some kind of collective memory. These inherited memories control not just the form, but also the behavior, the capabilities, and the knowledge of the relevant species. He called it a group soul. Experiment number 1, the rat experiment. The experiment investigated the capability of rats to find their way through a maze. At the beginning of the experiment, the rats needed 165 attempts before they could get through the maze without a mistake. But a few rat generations later, the number of attempts had dropped to 20. Conclusion: the first batch of rats learned how to navigate the maze, and this instinct was somehow added to the rats' group soul. When later rats navigated the maze, they somehow had access to this ancestral memory, even if the rats weren't directly related. Experiment number 2, the ape experiment. 2 ape colonies of the same species were isolated and observed on 2 small islands in the Indian Ocean. Von Hagenhild's team taught the apes on one island a few new behavioral patterns. The other colony was left undisturbed and uninfluenced, so while the apes on the first island are learning how to open tins and the like, the others are eating bananas. Several months later, the apes on the undisturbed island began displaying these new skills, even though they'd never come into contact with the other colony. Von Hagenhild's conclusion: all members of a species are connected by morphogenetic fields. They share a subconscious collective memory. He thought this theory could explain a lot. Animals' sense for impending danger, telepathy, sixth sense in humans. Von Hagenhild also concludes that members of a group can learn something new at a far quicker pace when the vast majority of members of that same group have already acquired the knowledge. These fields are basically stores of information that are effective across space, and in rare cases even time. Von Hagenhild presumes this would go some way towards explaining premonitions, human beings sporadically accessing morphogenetic fields from varying points in the future. It all sounds very far-fetched, but then it does explain a lot. Supposing morphogenetic fields really exist, they'd be the answer to problems science has been trying to solve for centuries. And if all these fields add up, if there's some kind of central repository of all this information, Christ, it'd basically be the scientific definition of God. I'm beginning to understand why the Tula Society's quite so interested. And if there's even the slightest chance it's all true, why they need to be stopped.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice story, a nice theory, but I don't know if this would hold up.
Is this the Piri Reis map?
Oh, finally.
It's hand-drawn. ancient. There are some notes next to it. Finally, von Hagenhild became convinced that there must be a type of definitive field from which all other fields are derived. All manifestations have an origin. He tried to back this up with historical evidence. A world soul, for instance, had been proposed by Plato over 2,000 years ago. But what really convinced him was the discovery of an old, mysterious map of the world, drawn by the Ottoman general Piri Reis. I knew it! It's the map! Let's see. Further on in the text, von Hagenhild discovered that the general had drawn up the map in the 16th century, using sources which were thousands of years old. But how could they have known at that time what the world looked like? He posed the theory that a civilization had existed then, which possessed extraordinary knowledge and skill. He discovered a marking on the map, which was written in an unfamiliar language. Research in Far Eastern libraries revealed it was a long-forgotten Tibetan script. Once translated, it claimed the marking indicated the source of all knowledge, the center of the morphogenetic fields. It was a hidden valley in the Himalayas, Shambhala. Shortly before he died in 1934, von Hagenhild passed the responsibility of continuing the research onto his daughter. Professor Hayes was right about everything. The Tula Society arrived at the exact same conclusion as he did. They were just one step ahead. Lucky I'm one step more. Richard used the first key to pass through the gate in that secret room in the monastery. I just need to find the second. The Nazis can't enter Shambhala without it, and as it happens, I have the eye, and I have the map. I just need to use them to find the location of the second key. My last hope of finding Richard is based on an ancient legend. Great. It's time to cross everything I've got. And I mean everything.
Okay, now how do we get it out?
Not a good idea.
No?
I might trigger an alarm.
Okay. Hand drill?
Not a good idea.
No? Okay. Then let's see first, can I leave through the door?
It's locked.
No, it's still locked.
I climbed down on this cable.
Okay, can I break some boxes? No.
Is this? There are some notes. Finally, all people.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
okay,
my.
Okay.
The documents are under. Is this? Fine.
No,
I knew it. He discovered a mark. Research once translated. Shortly, Professor Lucky and my last.
Okay, wait. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we're not gonna do that. So, how do I get it? How can we get it?
It could take days to search.
Okay, no, we don't need that. We have the map. We know where the map is. Just don't know how to really get to it.
There's water in the pot. The documents are under lock and... It's obvious.
Okay, I don't think I have anything that I can use really for now. Let's go back up.
I'm not leaving without the map.
Oh, okay. We're not leaving. Then maybe, is there something at the door that's gonna help us, or at the boxes?
Must be more of the Tula Society's artifacts and research objects.
Okay, there must be something. What is this here in the middle? It looks like an perfect area for some kind of ritual. The door that is closed. Well, if you don't want to use force...
Not a good idea. I might trigger an alarm.
Well, what else is your plan here? Okay. That's really all I can look at.
I climbed down on... I'm not leaving.
Okay, maybe I do need a cable though. Don't know. Well, I don't have that many options, so... Maybe we want to trigger an alarm somewhere else?
Not a good...
No? Okay. Not a good idea.
Not a good...
I thought maybe to put the cable on the window or somewhere and try to lift it off. Oh, with the Eye of the Dragon. Oh my god, okay. So we're not taking it with us? We are. Somewhere in North India, right?
I've come all this way, but I'm still a little surprised it actually worked. The Piri Reis map really is the map of the Guardians of Shambhala. Or at least it was drawn to their specifications. So Professor Hayes was also right in thinking the priests of Shambhala took the second key artifact to India and hid it in a temple there. And now I know exactly where to look. On the Kathiawar Peninsula, just north of Bombay. Thinking about it, I actually know the commander of the British regiment in Rajkot. If the old drunkard hasn't been transferred for disciplinary reasons again, I'm sure he'll lend me a hand. Or at least a decent bottle. Then, I'll just have to find the temple and get hold of the key artifact. What could be simpler?
Okay. Not taking the map at all. Oh no, I'm sorry, I pressed my mute button. That was not good. Okay, the Eye of the Tiger.
Looks like the road ends here. This village is supposed to be the last settlement. Other than that, there's nothing but thick jungle in every direction. The commander of the local troops led me this far. But now I need to quiz a local about the temple. I have no idea where it is. Hello? Hello? Jesus, where is everyone? Looks like this place was abandoned pretty recently. Hello? Is anybody there?
The Nazis can't have been here already. Can they? Damn it. I'll have to find the temple on my own.
How do you even know that it's exactly this temple? But okay, lots of new things to see. We'll just take some grass. Large tree.
I loved climbing trees when I was a boy. The taller, the better. Nowadays, I tend to only do it when I have to. Like when I'm being chased. Or when I'm bored.
Okay, you have to because you're bored. Bamboo pole.
I'll take that cloth with me too.
Okay. Bloodstains.
It's dried up in the heat.
What happened? Is that
A
chicken
man
blood?
can never have enough feathers.
Or is it human blood? Okay, so many things. Fire pit.
There are some chopped logs lying in the fireplace.
Can I
Not
take
much
some?
going on.
No. But you're trying to make fire,
A
maybe?
bundle of dry reeds. They should go up nicely.
Okay, trying to make fire. But not with feathers, no. Okay, white fur. Is that? It looks like a lamb.
Is that? It's a small goat.
Small goat.
It appears to be hiding underneath the hut. Well, no, it's definitely hiding underneath the hut. I can see it from here.
Okay, maybe we have to lure it out. Leave the village. Basket. It's not finished. Clay jug. And some shards. Okay, anything more? No. That's the end of the road here.
The basket's already broken, so I might as well finish cutting it up. I've dismembered the entire thing. All that's left are these thin sticks of wood and the hemp stitching. Oh, and these 2 black stones that were inside.
Is it fire stones? Okay, I can't put them on the fire pit.
I can tie one of the pottery shards to one of the sticks.
Why? Oh, arrows.
Great. I'll use a few fibers from the hemp cord to make fletching for the dart.
Then, okay, the bamboo pole is not my stick. Okay, I can't use it yet. Can I put it in the bloodstains? Why do we have bloodstains too?
The blood dried up hours ago. I can't soak it up.
Okay. Maybe we can take some water with our broken jug somewhere. Maybe we'll cut something from the tree that will be
I'll just take
part
a
of
short
our
wander
arrow.
into the jungle. Maybe the villagers are out foraging or whatever it is villagers do.
Hey, you there! Where
Huh?
do you think you are going?
Christ! You frightened the life out of me! What the hell are you doing hiding in there?
Get away from the edge of the jungle. Come here!
What's wrong?
Don't ask, just do what I say.
Have I done something wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak around. I just wasn't sure where everyone had got to.
There's a man-eater about.
A what?
Doesn't anything strike you as strange around here?
Well, yes.
He came into the village last night while we were sleeping.
Who?
The man-eater. Listen to me. The beast is still out there. I can feel it in my bones.
And you're the only survivor?
No, during these months, only women, children, and old people live in the village. The young men work on the tea plantations. When he came, there was no one here to protect us. Those who could walk packed their things and left this morning.
What sort of animal are we talking about here? I'm, something of an expert.
A tiger, what else?
A tiger?
It was no normal tiger, it was a man-eater. Tigers normally avoid settlements. They hunt in the jungle. But now and again, a few of the particularly hungry ones stray into the villages. I remember the old stories from my childhood. When a man-eater has picked out a village, he stalks it for days until he can strike again.
When you put it like that, it does sound kind of scary. But I have a very important task, and I'm looking for someone who can help me.
What brings you here, stranger?
I'm looking for an old monastery. Or a temple. Do you know anywhere around here that fits the description?
As a matter of fact, there is an old temple nearby.
Great. How do I get there? Could you show me?
You may have no instinct for survival, stranger, but I wish to retain what is left of my life. I cannot leave the village until the man-eater is dealt with.
Okay. Tell you what. I'll have a look around and think of something. If I deal with the tiger, will you lead me to the temple?
Take my word for it, stranger.
Great. It's a deal.
Be careful out there.
Okay, so can I leave the village, actually? Yes.
There's thick jungle in every direction, save for a small trail leading southwest.
Indian jungle map. Unknown, village, and small lake. Oh, I can't go to the small lake or to the river. But
I love to climb nowadays.
okay, what if I go back here? Oh, I can take more? You can take more because I can go to
I
the
need
road.
to stay here and look for the key artifact.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Goat. Can I do something with the goat?
There's
Goaty goat. Come, goaty goat. Okay, maybe later. Then let's head to the unknown destination.
I'll follow the path leading out of the village so I don't get lost. Let's see where it leads to.
Oh, I see a tiger.
What is that sound? Christ, there really is a tiger out there. I never knew they sounded like that. Thinking about it, I'm not a vet, but this guy might be injured. No doubt he'd still eat me given half a chance. I should stay out of his way. Ugh. Leeches, dysentery, mud. Not very enticing.
No. Mushrooms.
I don't know anything about mushrooms, but that's no reason not to pick them.
Well,
if they
maybe
taste foul, I can just
no,
throw them away.
don't eat them. Not a good idea. Herbs. Okay.
A pleasant, spicy odor. Might actually taste good. Christ, when was the last time I ate?
I hope on the plane. Okay, can't use anything yet.
Before I make a stew out of them, I should probably ask an expert if they're even edible.
Probably.
The tiger's still back there. I probably shouldn't do anything to attract his attention. That includes climbing trees.
Okay.
Cats. Bloody things have been following me around ever since Hong Kong. They just keep getting bigger. But seriously, what am I going to do once I've got his attention? Other than feed him my innards.
We don't have a plan yet. Okay, I have mushrooms, I have herbs. And I've seen the tiger. Okay, let's head back for now. I would like to go to the small lake. Okay, jungle.
It looks pretty impenetrable. I'd need a guide to find my way through. I think I'll stay on the path for the time being.
Okay. Let's head back to the village then. Maybe I can feed the goat with herbs. Yes. Come, goatee.
He looks hungry. Goats eat green
I
things,
think
don't they?
goats eat everything. Or almost everything. Anything.
Okay, little guy. Fancy an adventure?
Okay, you just got him in your pocket.
I'll tie a piece of the cord around the goat's neck,
Oh no.
so it doesn't run off before I'm done with it.
Poor little goat. Are you gonna be bait? Or you're gonna climb the tree?
I'll tie him up here. I hope this works.
Oh, you're bait.
Don't worry, you're not bait.
Um,
You're just a distraction.
You're bait. Can I start a fire now? Or can I put more reeds? No. What else can we do? Put some mushrooms somewhere? No. Okay, should I try to lure the tiger here already? I don't think it's a good idea yet.
Let's go through it again.
Oh, okay.
I'll lure the tiger over into the village, then I'll hide behind the tree, and he'll go after Billy.
Billy.
Then I'll...
Yeah.
Then I'll watch while he eats poor Billy. It's not really very sporting. That can't be the solution.
Okay, I think we need to put the
I
dart
could
in
probably
there.
manufacture an operational
Yes.
blowgun. The dart looks like it'll fly straight, but I'm missing one little thing.
Probably the mushrooms,
duck.
and we need to ask the villager about the mushrooms. He's gonna tell me they're poison, hopefully.
Hello?
Yes? Any luck in hunting the tiger?
Yes.
I
Oh, yeah,
found
tell
these
me.
mushrooms in the jungle. Are they edible?
I would only eat them if you have sleeping problems. These mushrooms contain a natural sedative.
Okay,
We
he's
use them
just
to
gonna
treat
sleep.
minor injuries. But I have heard of a Brahmin who performs operations on injured animals and sedates them with the poison from these mushrooms during the operations.
Interesting. So you just chuck them down the creature's throat?
No, the sedative must get into the bloodstream. The mushrooms are cooked and the juice that escapes is then injected. It requires a bit of experience to get the dosage right. Too much of the stuff could knock out a huge water buffalo, never mind a small pet.
No problem. Caution is my middle name. I found these stones in the village square. I don't suppose they're, valuable by any chance?
No. These are flint stones. Keep them by all means.
Oh, well, thanks anyway. Yes, I saw the tiger. You're right. He's still lurking about.
Told you so.
I think I know why it came into the village last night as well. He looks injured. He's out in the swamp making sad noises. Would that explain why he's acting so aggressively?
Quite possibly. But regardless, I am staying in my hut. And don't go getting any wild ideas yourself.
But I promised to help.
As you please. Is there anything else?
Nope.
I'll see what I can
Okay.
do.
Good luck.
So we're gonna sedative mushrooms, put them in a
Okay.
jug, use the flintstones.
The reeds caught. The logs shouldn't be far behind.
Okay, perfect, and boil
If the
it.
old guy is telling the truth, I can boil these mushrooms into some kind of natural sedative. That was quick. There's a dark sap oozing out.
Okay, perfect. Clay
It's too
jug.
hot to remove with my bare hands.
Cloth.
Let's get this off the fire without burning my hands.
Okay, put the dart
I'll
inside.
dip the tip in the homemade tranquilizer.
Yes, and then put it
Voila!
there.
Perfect tranquilizer.
Great. And now I can lure you, or do I need the blood? Maybe I do need the blood actually. Can I put some water in? No. Okay.
Okay, preparations are in place. I'll lure the tiger into the village and hide behind the tree in the square. While the tiger's busy with the goat, I should have just enough time to hit him with the dart. Let's hope the sedative works. For my sake, as well as the goat's.
Okay, ready. Is he following? Oh, he is. Oh,
Do or
Billy's
die.
shaking.
Only one shot at this. Concentrate.
Oh, poor Billy. Billy's gonna die now
Have you
of a
shot
heart
it?
attack.
No, I've just sedated it.
Sedated? And what happens when it wakes up?
Look, he's injured. There's a nail stuck in his front paw.
Ah, you are correct. He has obviously fallen into a trap.
You set up traps to piss these guys off.
No, no. Many farmers in this area protect their fields and plantations from all sorts of animals with spiked traps such as these. If a tiger gets injured by such a trap, it cannot hunt in its usual way.
And it gets angry.
It begins to look for easier prey.
Chickens, goats, people.
Exactly.
Okay, let's pull the nail out. Then we can take him out into the jungle and hopefully he'll wake up and wander back to his natural habitat.
This could work. I extend my thanks and the thanks of the entire village to you, stranger.
You know, thanks are great and all, but don't forget our deal. Let me take a look at this guy's foot. You find something we can use to move him.
Okay. I'll fetch a cart, and we can take it to the other side of the valley.
Okay. 2 hours later.
Okay, we're done.
Then I will lead you to the old temple as promised. Follow me.
Yay!